Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, look at all this. Today, I have like, I think every single appetizer from TGI Fridays. And I have the spinach, artichoke spinach dip. Okay, so sorry you can't see it all because I put my stuff up on a box, so you know how that is. I don't know if you know how that is, but whatever. So what we have here is we have mozzarella sticks, and as you can see, they're stacked up on each other, so there's a lot there. We have potato skins, buffalo wings, and then all these right here are jalapeno poppers. Excuse me. And then I have the spinach and artichoke dip, and then I have some buffalo ranch mix, and then I have marinara sauce. So let's, oh, I forgot napkins. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so I'm really excited. So out of all of these, I would say that jalapeno poppers are my favorite. So let's try one of these jalapeno poppers. Oh, hot. You guys, I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but this one, these jalapeno poppers are filled with cream cheese. That is so good. I can't even recall. Oh, the fan's on. Hold on one second. Sorry about my last video, and I hope that this video is not going to do it, but the lighting and the focusing was like acting weird, so I hope it doesn't do it on this one. If it does, I'm gonna figure out what it is, but let's get back to it. Hi. I can't recall the last time I had a jalapeno popper with cream cheese in it. So that was very good. I really like it. The jalapeno wasn't overwhelming. It tasted like it was like half a jalapeno in there, not like a whole one, but it was still really, really good. So let's try these cheese mozzarella sticks. They exploded in the oven. No cheese pull. No cheese pull. That is good though. And it's not like these are cold either, because there's no like, the no cheese pull. Oh no, it just didn't pull. So I made all of this at home. This was all from the freezer section. These are really good. I really like the seasoning that it's battered in. The cheese is really good, and the sauce is really good too. I'm gonna try these potato skins. Obviously, I think you're supposed to dip these in something like sour cream or something, but I don't have any. I wish I had some sour cream. I'm gonna try dipping one of these. I'm gonna dip it in the little ranch ranch blue cheese combo I made. That is really good. These are really good, the potato skins. I think they'd be better if I had like sour cream and green onions and stuff like that. They're really good. But let's move on to the wings. These are some small wings, y'all. But never judge a book by its cover, so Mmm. It has a good flavor though. The wings definitely have a good flavor. But for me, when it comes down to it, it comes down to the meat for hot wings. And right now, between the TGI Fridays, I'll have one more before I finish that. So let's try the artichoke spinach dip. Oh, get it more on camera. Mmm. Mmm. Mm-hmm. That definitely has the same flavor as it does at TGI Fridays. I haven't been in a really long time, but I used to go all the time. Twinkie, come here. So out of all of these, I would definitely, because I mean, beforehand jalapeno poppers are my favorite, but these mozzarella sticks are like really good flavor. I really love the seasoning on this, excuse me, breading. Mmm. Mmm. Mm-hmm. One fail swoop. This is all like really good, like snack food or drunk food or munchies food, you know? Yeah, it's like half a jalapeno in there. It's all really good, like munchy food, but I'm not gonna lie, it's still expensive just because it has the name TGI Fridays on it, you know? And everything you see here is in the box. Like, I made it all. I don't have extras. Like, this is the portions that come in the box. And it's still pretty pricey when, if you think about it, in all reality, you're basically going to TGI Fridays and getting the same, you know, quality of food that you did here at home, like baking it, you know? Yeah. This is all good munchie meals. And I have my water cup. So I saw Trisha Paytas posted a video about her being kidnapped, which I'm not trying to sit here right now and tell you that that's the truth, because I don't know. But what I do know is that I have had my experience with someone trying to kidnap me twice. I don't know how much you want your children to hear this if kids are watching. I'm also not going to be very graphic when I explain it, but it might be a good thing for your kids to hear this too, because I was young when it happened to me, and it's good to have an open conversation about this because this kind of stuff really does happen. I definitely would not make this up. I hope that no one would make up something like this because this kind of stuff does happen. And as an adult, there are signs that you can like look for to also help other children, which I wish I did, because in what I'm going to tell you, I never reported, and I should have reported it, but I didn't. So, I guess I can't say kidnap because I don't know what his intentions are, because I never let it happen. Not like you let things happen to you, but I was thinking quickly. I don't necessarily know what the person's intentions were, but I do know that I saw what they were trying to do. So when I was about 12 years old, still in middle school, I'm sorry if I look blue too. I'm trying to get the lighting right. But I'm gonna be all stuck in my teeth. When I was in middle school, the middle school was like central here in the valley, and then a couple blocks over was the high school, but then a couple blocks up was the elementary school, and then a couple blocks from that is where I lived. So when I was going to the middle school, my mom remarried, so I'd walk with my stepsister, and we'd have to go past the elementary school to our house. So one day my stepsister and I were walking, and I remember we were walking, and this guy slowly pulls up next to us. He rolls down his window, and it's a tan car. It's a 4-door, it's a coupe. And it was so crazy to me now that I think about it, because he literally had 4 flags. You know what those flags that people roll up in their window? He had 4 of those flags in each window. So, like, look at me. Alright, my camera cut out per usual. But he had 4 flags on his car. It was very like, hi, I'm right in your face. But he had the window rolled. I guess it couldn't have been 4 flags if he had the window rolled down. It was 2 flags or 4 flags, like just really identifiable. But he had the window rolled down, so it couldn't be a flag up in the front. But he had a window rolled down, the passenger window rolled down. He's a white, older guy. And basically he's touching himself in a very inappropriate way right out in the public. Yeah, he was in his car, but still. He rolls his window down and he asks us something. And my stepsister, we're obviously on the sidewalk, and she walks off the sidewalk and leans into his car and goes, "What?" And I saw what he was doing, so I grabbed her, I pulled her back, and I said, "Run." So we were running, and like I said, the closest thing to us was the elementary school. So what we did was obviously we ran into the elementary school. Luckily the gates were open. And we stayed there for, of course my battery's gonna die. Hold on. Okay, so I had to switch the battery, of course. So let's get back into this. I washed my hands, don't worry. So So we got into the elementary school and then I think we let like an hour pass by. Felt like forever, but from there we ran home. Now we were literally like 2 or 3 blocks away from the house and we ran the whole time. And I don't know why. We're like 12 years old and we made a pact to each other to never tell anyone. I don't know why you would do that. Especially the fact that what bothers me so much now is that this guy literally did this to us around the elementary school. It wasn't, I was in middle school and so was my sister, but my stepsister. But the thing was, is he was doing this around an elementary school. Like, that kills me. So fast forward a year later, and I now go to the high school that was next to the middle school. And my best friend literally lived like in the apartment complex next to the middle school or the high school. So I'd always go to her house. And it was a straight shot. Like the high school is here and then it's the elementary school and then my house. So it would be like a straight shot to her house. So I'd always walk to her house. We'd walk halfway, all that kind of stuff. And then one day I was walking back up to my house from her house. And literally, like, I'm not saying that I can predict the future or anything like that, but have any of you guys have had like an intuition experience where it's like literally you almost do predict the future? Because outside from this story, I have another story that literally I did that. But there's also times where you think, sorry. There's also times where you think something's gonna happen and then you go and nothing happens. So like that kind of evens it out, I guess, with when you, think something's gonna happen, it does happen. But anyway, I was walking up the street and I literally had just this feeling in my stomach, like just something really not good is gonna happen. Not like, oh, you lost $10, just something that is gonna scare me. And all of a sudden, you guys, I swear on everything, I look up and there's the freaking tan coupe with the flags on it across the street from me. And I was like, oh my gosh, like maybe this is just someone else. I don't know. You know, I don't know. So I literally, like, they're across from me, right? So I'm at the crosswalk pushing the button and they're in their car at the light across from me. So they would be going this way and I would be going this way. So when the light turned green for me to walk, I walked across the street and the car drove past me. And I turned around and the car was turning around to come back up in my direction. I literally stopped and just started bawling my eyes out. Like I was like, I can't believe this is gonna happen to me. And I'm bawling my eyes out in the middle of a street, and literally a woman, and she had a son around her age, around my age. She literally pulls over the car and goes, I know I don't know you. I don't know what's wrong, but my son literally told me we have to pull over and help her. So I'm pulling over and helping you. And I was like, you just saved me from that guy right there. He literally drove off from that guy right there. He was trying to get me in his car. And she was like, oh my God, I'm so thankful I stopped, blah, blah, blah. Which I'm so thankful she stopped. Like, literally it was like, you knowing that someone's about to kill you. Like, obviously it's not that extent, but I mean, obviously I don't know what this man could have done. And it was very traumatizing, you know? So the lady took me home, and my mom literally came home while she was dropping me off. And of course the lady talked to her and everything. And when my mom and I got in the house, the first thing she said to me was that it was my fault because of what I was wearing. And let me tell you, I was wearing full-length jeans, and like a tank top or a spaghetti strap. Like, you know, no midriff. I mean, the most that is showing would be like how it's like this, you know, and like that, like a tank top. And that kind of thing really sucks, you know. I really don't even know how to say it without laughing because it's kind of ridiculous. That the person who literally is supposed to teach you like the value of life and like what you're supposed to do is telling you it's your fault this is happening. When you guys, I know there's a bunch of you guys out there who are afraid to tell your parents things, and don't think my mom is an evil person, because honestly, I don't even know if she would remember that. My mom had troubles with alcohol. We've all had troubles, you know, and I don't feel like she would say that now. I don't know, but there's so many of you guys out there who are afraid to talk about things because you're afraid to get that type of reaction. And let me tell you, if you tell someone something and they give you that type of reaction, no. Like, I'm sitting here saying that I know that she wouldn't say that because I would hope that she wouldn't say that. But the thing is, like, don't be afraid to talk about things that happen, because I wish I would have told someone and reported it to the police, because that guy was going around in elementary school. And I think it's important for parents, if you're like dropping off your kids at school or picking them up, I would say like just constantly be looking around and make sure you don't see anyone who's always there and never picking up a kid. Like, these people are predators, and they sit there and are circling schools until they can find someone they feel like they can prey on. Sorry, baby. And to my younger audience, if you see anything that is suspicious or, you know, looks alarming, I would say please tell someone. Even if they give you the reply with it's your fault, tell another person, tell another person, tell another person, because you don't know what you could be doing as far as saving someone's life in the future. You have no idea. So out of that whole experience, my biggest regret is not reporting it to the police, because he was going around the elementary school. And honestly, it does suck when someone tells you it's your fault. It's not your fault if you know, someone's trying to abduct you in their car. It's not your fault if someone, you know, hits you. Like, that's like saying, like, if you were in a bad relationship and your partner was hitting you, it's your fault. You shouldn't have gone to that party. Like, no one should be hitting you. I'm sorry this isn't a very upbeat video, but when I saw that video, it reminded me of like the experiences that I've had, and I think it's so important to share them. Even if it's a bad experience like that, it's so important to share them, because I hope you guys can take a lesson as to what I've been through. As a female, I do not walk with headphones on. Even as a male, like, especially young boys, like, and young girls, like, I don't walk with headphones on. I'm constantly looking around me at all times when I'm walking. People are super scary. Alright. I seriously need to get a bigger SD card because I always have to delete stuff. But the moral of my story is to always just be paying attention to your surroundings. It's not your fault if someone says it is. Don't think that way. It's very hard when you're younger and you have someone who is an adult, or, you know, someone who you look up to, not believe you. It's really hard, and I know that a lot of younger people go through that. And it's a lot of time is, oh, they're just overacting because they don't know, you know, how to deal with life yet, or blah, blah, blah. And it's like, sometimes I get that. If you're a parent, listen to this. Not like I'm saying I know, but I'm not a parent, but I know what it's like to be young and have someone not believe you. It hurts a lot. And I think that a lot of the things I did later on in life had to do with just not respecting myself. And, you know, I had that kind of pushed in my brain that I wasn't respecting myself, so I didn't respect myself. It's so important to teach your kids that they have value. So just remember that. Like, remember at one time you were young too, and even if you weren't a wild child, or, you know, not every kid is lying. It's really hard to explain when, you know, it sucks. So the moral of my story is to basically, you know, listen to your kids. Kids, don't tell lies, because once you need to tell the truth, if the lie is happening, if so many lies are happening, kids don't, or adults don't know when to believe their kids. But basically, just, you know, respect yourself, love yourself. You have total value. Life is very hard, and there are creepy people out there who don't make it any easier. So, with that being said, I'm done. I really just needed to get all this stuff out of my freezer because we're moving. So I'm just gonna put this all up in a little nice tinfoil thing, and then I'll give it to Eric later when he comes home from school. So thank you so much, you guys, for being here with my mukbang. I'm sorry, I'm really like, I'm hungry, but I'm not like crazy hungry because I'm so anticipating moving. So this is recorded way later in the day. I usually have recorded so much, have been recorded for so long by now, but I'm just so antsy, you know. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to always look out for one another, you know, always be there, be a helping hand, listen to someone if they say, I just need to talk. I love you guys so much. Please stay safe, and yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thanks to everyone who is commenting, subscribing, giving me a thumbs up. You guys are freaking awesome. I love you guys. And until next time, I will see you later. Bye!